Meanwhile, new details tonight. Tonight, a fence around the pile of rubble where a Sterling, Virginia home once stood. That home destroyed in that Friday night explosion. Now the epicenter of a community that is showing a new level of love and support to one another. Our Northern Virginia reporter Max Marcilla joining us live tonight from Sterling. And Max, you spent the evening speaking with neighbors, and they say this has been a surreal and understandably such a difficult few days.
Well, Chris, the Friday night home explosion that left volunteer firefighter Trevor Brown dead and more than a dozen others injured was the beginning of what many people here say was just a horrific weekend. A weekend filled with anxiety and uncertainty about what happened and a deep sadness because of the loss of life. But what we've also seen here is a community that has come together, rallying around for one another, and that love has gone a long way in just a few days. The American flag is at half staff. It's a somber sign outside of the Sterling Volunteer Fire Company on Commerce Street. Underneath the flag, several bouquets of flowers, a show of support for the volunteers who lost one of their own. 45-year-old Trevor Brown died on Friday night responding to a home explosion on Silver Ridge Drive.
My daughter, she brought flowers and a sign that said, "Thank you, heroes."
This neighborhood is still grieving. It's also coming together. One woman telling us she's met more of her neighbors in the past couple of days than in the previous several years, all of them banding together to help in any way they can.
Our community will never forget his courage, Madam President.
Today, the bravery of the first responders commemorated on the Senate floor in Richmond.
For the nation and from around the world.
And from far beyond the Commonwealth. Tonight, it's quiet again in this neighborhood as the mourning continues and a life lost is remembered.
His loss is a major one for our company and for the community.
And part of the banding together of this community that we've seen has been raising money for the people impacted. We've seen online fundraisers for the homeowner and the renter of the home, both of whom say they've lost everything. We've also seen that the Loudoun First Responders Foundation, that's the name of the group that's raising money for the affected firefighters, both those who were injured and Trevor Brown's family. Reporting live in Sterling, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.